If the next move is a global community of transformational relationships, then the champions of that community are the regional leaders. In every region of the world, in every space of the world, we've started looking for what is that influencer, what is that leader, what is that 0.001% of people that will move society, that will be the early adopter of the Jesus way, that will actually influence their community, influence their region of the world in a significant way. In some parts of the world, we found this to be a business leaders. In other parts, it was a leader of a local church or a network of local churches. And in some parts of the world, it ended up being a leader of a regional organization or a head of a global organization that had reach in their region. In each of these regions, once we identified this key leader, we tried to accelerate their existing relationships by adding to them different partners and different of our global partners that had regional representatives. We actually introduced them to one another, and we saw the different regions grow and gain momentum as they had a greater local impact, as they connected through the Next Move community with a global community that shared best practice, encouragement, and just great relational insights into the work that they were doing locally. Join me as we listen to some of these regional leaders tell the story and share how being a part of the Next Move has impacted their ministries.
So as a young leader, what excites me the most about Next Move is that we have a place at the table to speak. It's a safe place where, as a young leader, I can share my thoughts, my crazy ideas, and listen and learn from more experienced leaders. So Next Move is this community where you have these different generations collaborating to build up together. So it's a place where young leaders are able to learn from more experienced leaders, but also older leaders are able to bring in an action and learn from them.
How you doing? My name is Seth. I'm from Hong Kong, and I'm a local pastor there of an international church. And I am just excited about being a part of Next Move Global because I believe that God is doing something amazing through this ministry. And even as we come together with some of the key leaders, representing some of the different regions, learning together, and also just strategizing to see what God can do to reach out to the rest of the world in this next generation. So I'm just really thrilled about that.
So I'm a young leader. I am 23 and I am a part of this Next Move community. And the amazing thing about it is being part of this community allows you to tap into leadership and discipleship and mentorship of people who have been in ministry for a lot longer than we have. God has called us to a certain purpose and a certain mission, and there are those who walked this path a lot longer than we have, and we have the opportunity to sit at their feet and learn from them. The next thing is we're able to tap into the resources that Next Move allows us to be able to use in whatever region or country or place that we're coming from, and utilize that to be able to preach the gospel, to teach, and to equip other young leaders to grow in the Lord Jesus Christ. And then this is a community. We're able to build relationships, get to know one another, hear and learn from one another as we experience what God is doing in our nations and what He is doing in the rest of the world. So I welcome you to be a part of it.
The sense of community as well. And I think community comes with like you feel safe in a place. It also made me feel safe, a safe place to share my thoughts, my ideas during the conversations as well. So I think, as Next Move, we value so much the community, and it's been so real for me this past few days. So I would say that's my highlight.
All right.
It's a lovely community to be part of.
Because the most significant thing I think about being part of the Next Move community is that our fruit grows on other people's trees. And so actually then when we think about the kind of fruits that you mentioned in reaching more people for the gospel, seeing the Christianity accelerated in the next generation, then it's birthed out of community. And then that leads to partnerships, collaborations, other things. But it's not just let's do partnerships so we have this one goal or one thing, but it's so much bigger because you dream together in community.